Okay, I've set the temperature initially for just 100 degrees Celsius just to warm up the board with the part in place, and let's see how it goes as we just pre-warm the board. Okay, we're approaching the 138 degrees, sort of like a magic melting point of the solder, so we're going to get the camera up on the joint and watch what happens. Temperature reading says 142 now. Imagine it's still warming through the board. It's 147. Starting to see a little bit of little whiffs of smoke coming off the surface, which I've seen in other videos that kind of show this process. So I guess we're getting close. I guess it's just the whatever is sort of residue left on the surface from manufacturing. 151 degrees now. Starting to see some, oh, I think we're starting to see a little bit of action here. Yep, there it goes. Got that one big blob on the left. Let's see what happens here. Well, it looks like it has debridged. So again, we got one more bridge here. $154. Waiting for that one little solder bridge to clear itself out. See what happens. If I have to clean that up with an iron, that's not a big deal. Here's how the sort of mounting pads on the rear have fared. I think they're still, they're looking okay. I just put solder on all those spots. It was kind of hard for me to see like where the footprint was, you know, made contact with the shell. All right, well, I've got that one solder bridge that hasn't cleared out. Maybe I'll put a little hot air in there and see if it clears itself out. Otherwise, I will use my iron. But yeah, that looked like it worked pretty good. Okay, my hot air gun is now heating up. This thing stopped at 158. That solder bridge isn't clearing, so I'm going to just switch this off and let the hot plate can start to cool down, and then while it's still warm, I'm going to hit it with hot air, see if I can clear that solder bridge. If not, then I'll give it a little tap with my iron. Alright, well, I set my hot air rework station to 320 and blasted it with some hot air, and that bridge, I don't know, I think it might have moved it a little bit, but I'm just going to tap that with my iron after this board has fully cooled down, so that I don't, you know, accidentally nudge the part off of the footprint. So we're going to wait for this board to cool now, and then I'll tap that with an iron to clean out that solder bridge. Okay, well, I dabbed a little flux from my little alcohol no clean flux pen onto the pad there and tapped with my iron, and it cleaned right up. So I'm gonna call this a success. It's mounted pretty securely. So yeah, all good. Turned out great.